Welcome back, viewers. To our next lesson, I'm going to show you how we can view our elevations in the navigator, and also how we can use the slab tool to draw the floor using the slab tool. So, in the navigator, we have got our elevations. So to view the elevations, we have east elevation, we have north, we have south, we have west elevation. So when you double click on the east elevation, it will give you an overview of how the east elevation looks like by double clicking on various elevations. North elevation, we have also south elevation. By just double clicking, you'll see the west elevation as well. That's how we view our elevation using on the navigator. Then you can go back by double clicking on your ground floor. So these are our elevations. So by double clicking, you'll see how various views in various areas like north elevation, east, west, and south by double clicking here in the navigator. Then next, I'm going to show you how you can reduce the height of the walls. When you click on one of the elevations here, you'll see here we have ground floor and story 1. Initially, it was set up to 3 meters. That's where our walls were going up to the height from top to bottom. But you can change in a scenario where we have a wall which is not up to the top, up to the next floor. So when you come back to the ground floor, here in the toolbox, depending on whichever tool that you pick under design, when you click on the tool, like for the wall tool, and then you want to select only the walls, what you need to do when you click on that particular icon, you come to edit, it will allow you to select all walls. When you click on select all walls, it will only select only the walls, so you can change the height. Again, you can press escape. You can come to the door. When you come to edit, you'll see it allows you to select only the doors. So whichever icon that you pick, when you go to edit, it will only select those selected, the icon that you have selected. That's the doors. When you come to window, then you come to edit, it allows you to select only the windows. You'll see only the windows are selected. So I want to reduce the height of the walls. Remember, when you come to the elevation, you'll see the height is 3 meters. And I want to show you how you can reduce the height of your walls. So I want to reduce the height of the wall. So I pick my wall tool and then click edit, then select not the walls, generally the walls. Then you select all the walls. All the walls will be highlighted. So in the settings dialog box, when you click on the wall, so here, in the wall settings dialog box, when the walls are selected, now we can change. You can simply want to change the height. I want to change the height so that we can. So maybe there's a problem. Just cancel this. So come to the wall tool, and then I select all walls. I want to reduce the height of the walls so that they don't reach up to the top level, because we will be placing our beams so that reach the top level. So in the walls dialog box, when you click on that arrow down there, you will find not linked. So when you click not linked, it will allow you to change the height of our walls. Sorry, there's a problem here. Let's just leave them by default like that. We'll change them later. I think there's a technical error. So next, I'm going to show you how we can do our slab using the slab tool. We have the slab tool here. So when you click on the slab tool, in the settings dialog box, you need to change the thickness of the slab. So we have this generic slab. When you click, you can see the slab is made up of concrete. So you can change there the thickness of the slab by clicking on inside there. Then you can change the thickness of your slab. Then we also have surfaces where you can have the slab surfaces. So when you click on one first surface, you click on that arrow beside the surface, then you pick the surface that you want for your slab. Maybe you can pick like tiles, that's the top surface, and then the rest you can also change. This is the edge surface you can change. You can change the surfaces for bottom side, bottom surface, edge surface, and the top surface. Here, for the bottom surface, we can do concrete. We can do like a concrete, maybe stonework. So there are different surfaces for the slab. And then this is our thickness. You can change the thickness there, 300, it can be 200, and then you pick this type. This type has a standard thickness. This one is the one for generic, where we can change the thickness of our slab. Then you click OK. So once you've clicked OK, so for the slab, you need to draw the slab around the walls. Remember, when you're drawing the slab, it has to go round up to where you started. So here on top, we have this type, this polygonal, this rectangular. If you have a rectangular house plan, you simply draw a rectangle around it. But this, in our case, this is polygonal. So you click on that, and then you start to draw your walls. You can zoom in, and you start from the first corner, and then you go to the next corner. You click, just click, you zoom in, click on those corners, come down, and then you close. You'll see there's a hammer like, that means it's going to close up. So you'll see we have drawn our slab. Our slab has been shown. You can see here from the front door, we have a line representing our slab. So we want to select the slab, you click on the arrow. So when you click inside, you will see you've highlighted the slab. The slab, you cannot view the slab in a plan. You can only view it in 3D. So when you click on 3D, or come to 3D, you'll see our slab has been shown. But remember, the slab goes below the walls. So you can orbit. This is the tool for orbiting. So you can see, you can zoom in and out. You will see our slab. This is the bottom surface, stonework, and then this is the top surface made up of tiles. You'll see that there shown. That's our slab. That's our slab. Our slab has been shown. So when you go back to ground floor, double Just double click on the ground floor, takes you back. You can see our slab. You can have got various types of slabs depending on how you want. You can change the surface of the slab of different types of slabs as you pick from the slab tool here. So for example, I want to draw another slab with a different surface in the front side or at the entrance, so that we can have a different type of surface slab. So click on the surface on the slab and then come to your slab settings, and then now I want to change the surface of the slab. I want to give it a different surface for top, so I can do stonework. So you can see it will have that particular surface at the top. Then I click OK. So that will give me a different type of slab. So I want to start drawing my slab from that point. I can draw the slab by specifying distance, maybe 1300. Then you press enter. Then you go across, maybe 2600. Enter. Come up. Remember, the slab has to close. You join there and then come and close it up. When you click close up, you'll see these are different type of slab. The slab lines are represented in green color, so that's another type of slab. So you can have slabs with different surfaces. So when you come back to 3D, when you orbit, and just orbit, you will find we have a different slab with a different surface. Remember, this is the outer slab and this is the inner slab for the inside part. It is made up of tiles. Yeah. You can still change the surfaces of this particular slab. When you come to your arrow, you can pick the slab and then come to your settings. I can change the surface of my slab. You can scroll. You can scroll and then you can change that. Then you click OK. You'll see the surface changes to a different tile type. So that's how we can have different slabs with different surfaces, not the one with the same surface. So that's our slab. So after putting the slab, I go back to ground floor. Now I want to, let's see how now we can place our columns. I can place a column because these are my entrance. This will be acting as my lounge, so I can place my column as well. So I come to column tool, then in the columns settings dialog box, you click in the geometry and positioning, you pick the type of column that you want. We have a rectangular and circular column, so you can pick square or circular column. Remember, our column also goes from ground floor to the top. So for example, I've picked a rectangular column. Columns are concrete, so you can have concrete structural. Then now you can change the size of your column. Maybe you can have 400 because it's a square, or you can pick a circular column. And then here we also have to put it 0 so that it matches from top to bottom 3 meters. Then this is the model. You can change the model of your slab, of your column, sorry. Then you pick if it can be stonework, it can be, you can pick either, any, depending on your design. You can have you can pick stone granite, for example, then you click OK. So for the columns, you just click and place. You can also click and place. So these are our columns. I can click on my arrow. I would like to change the size of these columns. You click on the column tool, come to edit. You can see it allows you to pick all columns. All the columns will be highlighted. Then you come to settings, and then I want to change it under geometry and positioning. I want to change it to 200. This one also apply to 200. When you click OK, you'll see your column changes the parameters. So I can move my columns to fit alongside, to be in line with my slab. So click one of the nodes, and then you can see you can drag and place it there, so it is in line with the slab. And so click this, pick one of the nodes, and then align it to that corner. You'll see my columns placed. So when you come to 3D, you can double click. When you view, you'll see your columns has been placed in front. So this is like our entrance. So when you have your views on elevations, you can see we have our column from top to bottom, from bottom to top in each and every elevation. You see our column placed. Yeah, this is our columns. You can go back to ground floor by clicking ground floor. Yeah. So as I said earlier, I want to reduce the height of our walls. So click on the wall tool, come to edit, select all walls. Wall tool, edit, select all walls, come to wall settings. I want to change. I might change this, or I can change the structure. Walls are of masonry block. That's my wall. You can pick brick natural or masonry block. When you click OK, it will change. So whichever tool that you pick, you can still go back to the settings and make your changes. Bit height. Then you click OK. So you'll see I've changed my wall type. So you can see instead of shaded, now they're in sections. So you can come back to 3D view. Yeah. So that's how we place columns. That's how we have our elevations. That's how we place slab, and changing different surfaces for the slabs that you are placing in a given floor plan. Thank you, and let's meet next. In our next lesson, we are going to discuss how we can place beams and how we can edit beams, and how also we can place beams automatically and manually in a given floor plan. Thank you.